Well, one of the most savage battles in our military history is now being told in a new Australian movie. It was 1966 when 108 Australian and New Zealand soldiers found themselves in the fight for their lives. Facing off against more than 2,000 enemy soldiers, the young and inexperienced Anzacs showed extraordinary bravery in the Battle of Long Tan during the Vietnam War. Incredible stories now being told on the big screen. And our Weekend Sunrise movie man, Jason Jabba Davis, caught up with the cast.
Artillery have driven the enemy back. Fire! And now we're going after him at Long Tan.
On August 18, 1966, the soldiers of Delta Company 6 RAR were set out to look for enemy forces in South Vietnam. When they ventured into a rubber plantation in Long Tan, one of the most brutal battles in our military history began.
This is 4-2, heavy contact!
108 Anzacs against more than 2,000 Viet Cong.
We are being flanked on all sides!
18 Anzacs were killed. Now, 53 years later, the battle is being retold on the big screen. Danger Close, the Battle of Long Tan, was shot in Queensland, starring Aussie actors as the war heroes who are still alive today. Travis Fimmel plays Major Harry Smith. Luke Bracey is Sergeant Bob Buick.
My boys can still fight. You're gonna need them to.
Welcome to Weekend Sunrise.
Thanks for having us. Yeah, thanks, mate.
Can you speak a bit about the characters of Harry and of Bob? Tell us a bit about their personalities.
Harry's a great bloke. You know, we had a few beers with him, and they just got this unbelievable bond of shared experience.
Bob's a really interesting dude, and so is Major Smith as well. And there were kids, and everyone's looking out for the bloke next to them because they know the bloke next to them's looking out for them, and that's just a beautiful way to look at life, to look outside yourself. I think that's one of the things I kind of took away from this story. And
stay strong, protect your mates, your Delta Company.
It's been a privilege to give them that respect of what they go through and what they think about all the time and how fresh it is. And for their family members to get a tiny idea of what it was like for.
And this is 4 hours of these guys' lives that has affected them for the last 53 years.
Yeah, and if you speak to them, it's like it happened yesterday.
I just want to get out of here, get married, and forget all this.
There was a particularly strong connection for us at Channel 7. Second Lieutenant Gordon Sharp was the only Australian officer killed in the battle. I understand he was a Channel 7 cameraman who was conscripted. How does his death impact the story?
It's huge for Bob Buick. That's he was the lieutenant in 11 platoon, and Bob was a sergeant. So when Gordon passed away quite early on in the battle, all responsibility then fell on Bob's shoulders.
And all the fellas had great things to say about Sharp. He's meant to be
he was meant to be a great guy.
Charismatic fella.
Not only did the actors get to meet the real-life soldiers they were playing, but other war vets were involved, on set and as extras. At the Gold Coast premiere, Major Harry Smith and Sergeant Bob Buick got to see those terrifying 4 hours in Long Tan recreated on the big screen.
It shows the courage and gallantry of my soldiers who fought like gladiators, 108 against 2,000, and they survived. And I survived because of their courage.
My son gets more cut up seeing this movie than I do. And he turned around and said to Cliff Stemmer, the director, he said, I now know my old man. Now he's in his 50s.
The film is a tribute to the incredible mateship and courage displayed by the soldiers against unbelievable odds.
It's ordinary young men doing extraordinary things in extraordinary circumstances.
Danger Close, the Battle of Long Tan, opens in cinemas on August 8th.
Looks really good, doesn't it? Such a powerful part of Australian history, the Battle of Long Tan.
But it looks like it's been done beautifully.
It has been, and very thoughtfully and tastefully as well.